I miss Anthony Bourdain, not because of the TV series that he had where he went around and, got to experience life through food. No, it was because jiu-jitsu. A lot of people know him by his food show that he had, right? But a lot of people don't know or remember that he did jiu-jitsu. He was a solid blue belt. And we've got a match of his where it was, I believe it's like San Jose by the Bay Jiu-Jitsu. I've done it before back in 2014. It's a great tournament if you're in the Bay Area. And he's going to go against another blue belt. I think a couple blue belts. So I thought, let's have some fun. Let's watch it. Let's kind of break it down and let's have some fun, all right? Let's get into it, you guys. Let's go. Let's watch Anthony Bourdain kill it at Jiu-Jitsu. Getting prepped up, getting ready to go. I like it. Let's go. He's a tall, skinny dude. Get the pre-fight talk. Amping him up, going over to the situation. Here we go. Nice call at times. I don't know if that was a pull down to take down or if he wanted to pull in the guard, but nice half guard. Looks like he's going into a lockdown position. Figure four on the bottom. Nice sweep if he gets it. Great underhook on the leg. It's going to be tough though. His legs are locked up. Let's see if he can tiptoe it up. Oh, I like how he switched the right hand to the underhook on the top. Left side on his elbow. Gets the sweep. Very nice. 2 points. 2 points. Great work. Great work. Remember, you guys, dude, Anthony's like 60, I think. In this video, and he's going against another dude in the same age bracket, and he's just going to put it on the line. Good job seeing the guard. I wonder what he's trying to do here, if he's trying to open it up, but a little stalemate going on. Get some of that coaching. Trying to do a combat stance. Possible pass. He doesn't get it. Opponent puts her hand under the... That's tough, man. Competition gas. Hey, listen to the coach. Nice support. All right. Something happened. Looks like we're getting back at it. Oh, shrimp out from the opponent. Again, trying to stand up, open up some of the guard if you can. Right leg's open, pulls out from the left side, opens it up. Once he's in pain, a little tired. Again, pull down. Bottom side left, might look for a straight arm bar. Time. Dude's pretty cut, man. For a 60-year-old dude, pretty dang cut, man. A little six-pack going on. Oh, some aggression. The celebration. We'll talk to you about that here on the other video, just breaking it down. That'd be cool to see him. It's tiring, man. Just that first one will get you. Ah, nice. Gets first place. All right. That's cool, man. That's what it's all about. So I like making these videos just to really put in perspective that we have put a lot of pressure on ourselves in these situations. And, we did a video with Mark Zuckerberg, which I highly recommend checking out. But Anthony's no different. Mark's no different. A lot of the celebrities that train are no different from us. But these competitions really put a test to ourselves, because we all know Anthony was really struggling with depression. And can jiu-jitsu help out with depression? Yeah, or it can make it worse. It's just how much... See, something with jiu-jitsu and judo, but there's something special about jiu-jitsu that, judo and kickboxing and some other of those sports, karate, it doesn't really do what jiu-jitsu can do. And it's an inner addictiveness that we love so much about it, because while we roll, there is a sense of serenity and almost empowerment of ourselves, because we don't have really, a lot of outside sound coming in when we're rolling. We're just in that moment trying to figure out how I'm going to survive or how I'm going to go past my opponent. And it's nice to have a mental break from it. And it doesn't surprise me that, Anthony, someone who's dealing with mental health, goes and trains jiu-jitsu, because it's a way to escape the monotony of that constant wheel that could be going on in his head. Like, hey, you're not good enough. Hey, this isn't good enough. Or, hey, why are you doing this? And training really takes a little bit out of that. And the last thing I'll say too is because when we do train, we have that sense of social, sociability with other people. So it's a little bit of camaraderie where you're not really having to fake it, in the sense of going to work like, hey, Joanne, hey, Bob, how you doing? It's not really fake. It's when you're at jiu-jitsu, you're like, we're having a good time. Just that's it, how it is at the end of the day. So, if you guys have stuck with me long enough, let's break it down really quick, you guys. Let's go. So start out. Let's turn it down just a bit. So this is interesting here, because I don't know if Anthony was doing a pull down on the collar, or if he was trying to pull into guard, or possibly into a butterfly. But the way his position is here, I think he deliberately came into half guard, which we will see him lock down, which I believe he is ready for. And that's something to remember too when you guys are going to compete, to have a game plan, or at least if you aren't competing, to just have some certain similarities in your roles. If that's, going from an armbar to a straight armbar to an omoplata, like have those, reps backed up. But he's doing a great job. Half guard, underhook on his opponent's knee here. Great work by slipping in that left leg. So he's got his left foot sneaking in here to his opponent's left kneecap. He's going to pull it over here, and he's actually going to stretch and elongate him out just like that with that underhook. In a sense, he's giving him and making it into a straight line, almost like a pencil, if you will. And as he's stretching him out into that lockdown, he's able to roll him, just like with this pin here. He's able to roll him over as he's just straight. Now, it's going to be really tough for him to bring that leg over just because his legs are in tied. But again, he switches from that right side. Now you can see him pushing his elbow onto the left elbow up, brings him back into guard. So just a nice transition from going under, putting into the underhook, and then going into full guard on top. So great job from Anthony there. And then I think we just got some fodder, just going back and forth, pulling down geese here, trying to open up. But one thing I do notice on our second session here, when he's up here in the combat stance or trying to, I'd like to see both knees going into the butt right here, while both elbows are holding back into the thighs, putting a little pressure and opening up here. So that's my only mistake, because again, I think we will see him yeah, there he is. So we have a dangerous setup here when we have both of our legs exposed. Again, we want to keep our knees tight, just tight as we can be, not open, but tight, right into the butt, under, again, so that way we're putting pressure on the thighs of our opponent. But again, if we leave them open, this gives our opponent the ability to hold the leg or do a hip bump sweep where we could put both legs on, Anthony, pushing him over and getting the sweep there. But again, Anthony got the 2 points. But I think he'll realize really fast, go back down, holding the arm. So we're establishing. One last thing that we need to remember too is when we're in that guard position, if we're wanting to break it, which I think Anthony did a great job by opening up and going into a combat stance, if you will, from where we were before. What I would like to see him more is having that hand, which he does here. He's pressing it, opening it open. Okay, which is good. The one thing to remember, though, is that when we're opening up, we have that dangers, again, of a triangle omoplata or a gogoplata situation where we could have our opponent agreeing into the lockdown of our hands to the shin, bringing him down. And then, again, he could be into an omoplata or a triangle submission if he wasn't able to hold that on, which he has here. Now, one thing that I would like Anthony to prevent this is his left knee down here, or excuse me, his right knee down here should be actually have a toe on the mat and pushing the knee and the shin right here and pushing this down. That way this hand can be alleviated and can have his limb available for any attacks or, holding something down. But again, I like to see him have his knee right here, shielding that down. And then if he needed to, put that elbow on the shin or the foot to slide for a baseball slide into side control or half guard. But that's like the last mistake, if anything, because again, he's really tired. You can see him getting hurt right here. But again, really dangerous situation, because all our bottom opponent really would have to do right here is pop this leg out, which he could just kick off, because I don't think Anthony had a grip, and then just throw it into a triangle. But again, did a great job pulling the hand over and locking back into guard and sealing it for a point win from that sweep. So again, I just wanted to give you a little tribute to Anthony and these guys that are putting themselves on the line, because we really compare ourselves. I used to compare myself to a lot of high-ranking people, and once I had a sense of self, worth, right? Knowing that I am the same person as everybody else. We just choose different things in life. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter if you have $1 billion, you're a homeless guy, if you're a TV star, or if you're an owner of you're CEO of a Fortune 500 company. We all stress out when it comes to tournaments and competing and going into jiu-jitsu for the first time. So it's really good to get us out of that sense, out of that scared, because something that we do that challenges us and something that we do that scares us gives us a mental stability to go to that next level of being uncomfortable, and what your uncomfortable levels are. Because as I do things that are more and more uncomfortable, the less and less stressed that I am, because I've done it before, I'm doing it again. And that's why it's always important to stay fresh on your competing, on your training, on your personal life, everything in between. So we don't want to go everything full on, full swing. We just want to just keep building up what we have already, and just fixing and fine-tuning every time we level up. Fix, fine-tune, fix in, level up. That way we got a good foundation. Again, thanks for watching. Want to give some contribute to Mr. Anthony Bourdain. Love you guys. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Have a good one.